Okay, so I wanted to make a video about my mental illnesses and how I live with them. Unfortunately, I have numerous mental illnesses that I have had since I was about 15. I'm now 27, so I've been dealing with this for a long, long time. And it's really, really hard to live with many or any mental illness, but living with many of them makes life so much harder, and it's so hard to deal with all of that. I am on tons of medication. I feel like it helps somewhat, but most of the time it doesn't. I mean, they're always being switched around because I feel like something's not helping and this is not working, and then they give me something else, but it really gets old. All I can do is try to deal with it the best way I know how, and I pray a lot about it. But I'm going to say all of the illnesses that I have. The first one being primarily bipolar 1 disorder, and the second one is borderline personality disorder. I also have obsessive compulsive disorder, social anxiety disorder, panic disorder. I have panic attacks, um, antisocial personality disorder. I've had a problem with compulsive lying, and my friends give up because they don't know what to believe and what not to believe. And I think the illness that bothers me the most out of any of them is the borderline personality disorder, because unfortunately medication really doesn't help that. What helps it is therapy. I've been trying to get into therapy, but the clinic I go to keeps saying that they are booked and they will call me when they have someone available. And it's been months and months and months, and I'm tired of waiting. I really need to get this under control because it is affecting my personal life, it's affecting my marriage, it's affecting my work life, the way I feel. There's times when I don't want to eat, times when I can't sleep, times when I sleep way too much. I sleep 13, 14 hours a day on my days off. My depression is terrible. I get numerous suicidal thoughts, and I've had a history of self-harming. I used to cut myself, scratch myself, burn myself, all of that shit. I have scars everywhere. I could probably show a couple of them if you can see them. There's one there, and I think I have one couple down there. But fortunately, most of them have faded away, and I haven't done it in a long time. I really used to do it when I was a teenager. Like, if someone hurt me or made me upset, I would immediately grab something sharp and start hurting myself. But now, that doesn't really seem to help me much anymore, so I don't do it. I just have learned to talk to my husband and the people that love me, care about me, and support me. I talk to them about how I feel instead of taking something sharp to my skin, because that is not a solution. That is not going to help. It's just going to scar my skin. It's not healthy. I do not recommend that anyone self-harms. It just gets worse and worse and worse. I've come a long way with it, though. I used to smoke cigarettes and take pain pills to try to deal with it, but that was 5 years ago, and I have not taken one since. I completely stopped doing that, and I quit smoking in 2016. All I do is vape now. I don't do any drugs. I don't drink alcohol at all. That does not mix well with mental illness, and I don't like alcohol anyway. But I wanted to say some of the symptoms of borderline personality disorder, because this seems to be my most troubling illness. They are an extreme fear of abandonment, which I do have. If I think someone is going to cut me off, let me go, or tell me to fuck off, I will frantically beg them not to do that. I will beg them to talk to me, because I can't stand that feeling and that fear that, oh my God, I'm not going to have this person to give me attention anymore. I'm not going to have this person to lean on, and it hurts so bad. And I know that I should let them go, and it's really, really hard. So I will beg them to talk to me. Another one is like a dissociative personality where you don't feel like yourself, you feel like another person. Feeling emotions really, really strongly. Intense mood swings, anxiety. Like I said, the frantic efforts to avoid real or imagined abandonment. It is a disorder of relationships. There is not one borderline personality disorder person that does not have at least one chaotic, unhealthy relationship with someone. That is what they're going to have, is relationship issues. I have had issues with every single relationship I have ever had. My mom, my dad, my siblings, my family, friends that I've had. Anybody I've ever talked to, there was something that we had fought about, something that I accused them of, or I had some random negative thought and I ended up going off on them about something. I just started shit. I've done this all my life, and it's really, really exhausting. And it doesn't seem to get any better. It just seems to get worse and worse and worse. It just comes to a point when you realize that this is ridiculous and it has to stop. And you really need help. So I hope this helps someone out there. If you watch it, thank you for watching it. It can be really hard to talk about these kinds of things because I feel like there is a stigma that is associated with mental illness. Like, people are looked at like they're crazy, this person's nuts, and this person's gonna shoot up a school because they're mentally ill. That is not true. I have never had a thought like that, a thought of harming another person. I would never do that. Instead, I take it out on myself. I don't know what's worse. Is it worse to hurt other people? Is it worse to hurt yourself? Either way is not good, but we all have our ways of dealing with things. Some people get pissed and go off like me. Some people just lock up and don't say anything. I just recently had to let someone go that wasn't treating me right, and he would lock up and stay silent. He went cold, would not say anything, just instantly block me and tell me to fuck off. I do not have that ability. I cannot just block someone and cut them off if I have any kind of love or feeling for that person. I mean, if I don't give a shit about that person, I'm just like, fuck it, I don't care, I'll block you. But if I love that person, I really like them, I feel like they care about me, I can't just block them and let them go. I want them in my life. I mean, who wouldn't want someone in their life that makes them, that you feel like that towards someone? Someone that makes you feel wanted and loved and makes you want to get up in the morning. But sometimes those people can be liars and cheaters, and they will fucking hurt you. That is just the truth. They lie to you and tell you they care and they love you, and they don't. And that is very devastating for someone with the mental illnesses I have. It is very dangerous for people to play with the head of someone with the illnesses I have, because we take that to heart. People don't understand that how a mentally ill person with borderline personality disorder feels such intense emotions. They don't understand what effect that has on that person. And it can make them get suicidal thoughts and hurt themselves because they feel those emotions so strong. And it's so hard to explain this stuff to people because I feel like they don't care, or they're like, I'm not fucking dealing with this. I don't understand you. They don't want to understand you. Borderline people feel very misunderstood, and they feel like people don't care. They push them away, and that hurts so much. I find that something that does help is writing poems and talking to my husband, and I do pray. I am religious. I do believe in God. And I find that helps, and when I don't pray like I should, everything starts going to hell. I'm not going to press my religion on anyone or try to get someone to believe something they don't believe in, but that's just how it is. I know my behavior is not very Christian-like, but it's something I can't help when I have mental illnesses. Well, I hope this helps someone out there, and if you're watching this and you know me, I try to explain it the best I can, and I hope that you support me and can understand my behavior and why I act the way I do.